Are you all prepared for this adventure to end? Everyone who has been here for years and years is, in my opinion, really ready, folks. And it appears to be. It will soon be. Why? The important call came from attorney Jeremy. To XRP Crypto Wolf, he responded, "How soon do you think the XRP case will be resolved?" "Hey, theoretically, a settlement could have already been reached," he said. "This wasn't exactly my idea, but I've had the notion that this case was a big show from the beginning, don't you think? Guys, it's a concert that keeps getting delayed and becoming longer because they are awaiting the outcome of a particular event. And for me personally, I still believe that this idea will come to pass. That event is the collapse, right? I am aware that he stated that the case might be coming to a conclusion any day now, people. And that may or may not be the truth. Let's continue reading. I was drawn to something in Eleanor's post. Quote, "The case is being finalized and may soon come to an end." Finish the quote. The issue could only be resolved quickly if Ripple and the SEC come to a private settlement, reject the appeal, and never bring the terms of the deal back before the trial court for ratification. All right? Oh, and the reason this instance even exists is because the investors in XRP simply lose hope and eventually sell. In this instance, I'm fairly certain that's just another way for folks to get bored. The case can only be resolved in this manner during the next few days, is essentially the settlement deal. However, if you return here, now, at least tomorrow is feasible because a settlement agreement might already be in place. There you have it. It might occur at any time. The price motion of XRP's chart now makes me think that the price may be front-running. Given what we can see right here, it might be the case. Guys, we might go up and see what occurs, however. Things appear to be improving once more. Yes, I am bullish. I'm optimistic now. Chat claims that the law will be implemented before August, but once more, from the beginning of time, no, no, no. As you are aware, many people have made various forecasts, and we are also doing so at the moment. No, no, no. The problem is that the majority of the case has already been resolved, as you are all aware. All that matters is more peace, not security, so this is what we're waiting for, okay, guys? All right, for a settlement or agreement of some kind so that we can start the performance right away. I always thought that when the lawsuit started, it would likely end around the same time as a collapse, don't you think? As a Hail Mary throw, we did toss a few dates out there, but the case hasn't really been resolved yet, isn't it? Therefore, I will just continue to hold the view that it will terminate in 2026, about the same time as a collapse. Let's now assume that it did finish. Whether it ended within the ensuing days, weeks, or months, would that significantly affect the price? From Vincent Van Code, Ripple case is coming to an end, although I have hypothesized that the trial's conclusion won't have as much of an influence on XRP as we believe. I believe the events that follow might. Take a look at that, correct? That's also what I think. I doubt that anything particularly extraordinary will occur at that time if the matter is resolved over the next several weeks or 2 months. However, I believe that this will occur after the fact. That's how things will go if the case concludes around the same time as the collapse, which I believe will occur in 2026, okay, due to the timing. I believe they will do all in their power to extend this entire charade until 2026 if the case ends in the coming weeks, months, or days. Which year was most likely the collapse? The reason for this is that JP Morgan once said that if Ripple wins the SEC action, the extract piece would be ready for widespread implementation. Do any of you understand what I mean? Yes, the events are to blame. They will act out scenarios like the banks coming in. Yes, the banks are showing green lights, gentlemen. XRP is therefore highlighted in JP Morgan's North America Equity Research Report, which was released earlier this month and even claims that the digital asset is ready for widespread use. XRP for Swift is discussed here, along with how it was designed to make transactions on Ripple's blockchain-based digital payments network easier. Correct. Reduced transaction fees and faster payments are 2 advantages of the network. Take a look at that. However, if you were watching years ago, you are aware that I have consistently stated that they must schedule such activities. Something must be there, an issue, a reaction must occur, and a solution must be found. Every time it's 1, 2, 3, 2. What's the issue here, guys? The actual financial system dying. ATMs are closed, banks are down, people are unable to send money, and nothing is working. What's going on? When this incident does occur, money might be needed at that moment. Following the response of others, you will feel afraid. We need something fresh, right? Or at the very least, they need to solve whatever is happening at that moment. which will be blackouts and all that mess, terror, full of terror, scared and reaching out for a savior, calling out for some sort of help. Right now, gentlemen, the answer to all of this will be when Trump announces and introduces XRP, a new system. Although he might not mention XRP by name, he will say something like, hey, everything's back online right now, and now we have something better and something more updated, most likely related to the blockchain, but I'm not sure if he will mention XRP specifically. All right, the shops have said that he does indeed have XRP on his hand, so he might, all right, or in his hand, and I'm not sure, but again, who knows. However, I am aware that XRP will be operating directly beneath the hood of any new system that goes live. When would a typical consumer be able to? It will just happen automatically with XRP or through XRP when someone attempts to send money when they go into a bank, right? The reason for this is that, in contrast to regular money transfers, which are typically rapid transfers, which can be expensive and take up to 5 business days to complete, XRP transactions, it only takes 3 to 5 seconds to complete Ripple. Furthermore, there are simply no expenses. It's also safe and transparent. Correct. As you can see, discussing XRP first is the first item that must be concluded. XRP is positioned for substantial adoption if the business prevails in the SEC litigation and trading returns to popular cryptocurrency exchanges like Coinbase. So far, they've been right. What will happen then when this is finished completely? We never forget that timing is everything. Hey, there are positive things going on right now. Red Bull just announced on Twitter that it had secured, we are the first blockchain payment provider licensed in the DIFC after receiving regulatory permission from the Dubai Financial Services Authority. By reaching this milestone, the UAE will be able to completely regulate cross-border cryptocurrency payments, enabling quicker, less expensive, and more transparent transactions in a $40 billion market. Are you aware of what's going on with Ripple? Correct? People are unaware that the system has actually been penetrated by the Ripples. But they wanted to be infiltrated since, as you may recall, this was all pre-arranged. Never forget the UAE March 13 Ripple. As the first blockchain-enabled payments provider certified by the Dubai Financial Services Authority, the leader in enterprise blockchain and crypto solutions has been given permission to offer regulated crypto payments and services in the Dubai International Finance Center. The function of Ripple as a reliable partner now, more global regulatory certainty, and growing institutional use are propelling the cryptocurrency industry toward an unparalleled era of expansion, according to Brad Garlinghouse. The UAE is uniquely positioned to gain from its early leadership in fostering an environment that encourages digital and cryptocurrency innovation. With a market for foreign trade worth over $400 billion, the UAE is a major global center for outbound finance. Demand for Ripple has grown in the Middle East from both traditional financial institutions and cryptocurrency native businesses. Faster payments and settlement times are viewed as 64% of Middle Eastern and African financial leaders as the main benefit of integrating blockchain-based currencies into their cross-border payments operations, per a 2024 business poll conducted by Ripple. Since they received the huge call once more, they all desired boys, right? It was the head player who called them, correct? The leader. According to one of them, they are now overjoyed that Ripple is strengthening their ties to Dubai by being the first blockchain-enabled payments provider in the area with a DFSA license, correct? This is significant because, as he says, Ripple is influencing the financial industry's future in Dubai. Ripple as they influence the financial landscape of the future and hasten the payments sector's adoption of blockchain technology. Correct? Guys, this is what's going on. Take a look at that, correct? Guys, they want to stay ahead of the game. But once more, everyone, Frog, Lowly, America, are